Hey folks, Scottish Duck here again. This isn't going to be a review, this is going to be a top 10 list of my personal favourite 3D platformers. Now, 3D platforming is my favourite gaming genre, and these are games that I personally love and what really made me love the genre so much. So, let's just get started. Number 10. Spyro the Dragon. To be honest, I actually had a rough time coming up with a number 10 for this list. I had my top 9 already planned out, but for a 10th one I was trying to choose between things like Knights, Beyond Good and Evil, and Sly Cooper, but in the end I decided to go with Spyro. Spyro the Dragon for the PS1 really is a good example of what a platformer game should be. There's lots of stuff to collect, the environments are great, and it's actually got a good sense of humour. So this is a very admirable series, or at least the PS1 games are. I'm not a big fan of the newer ones where they went all badass and they just ruined it in my opinion. But nonetheless, this one is definitely worthy of the list for me. Number 9. Vex. Okay, so a lot of you probably won't agree with me on this one, but remember, this is my list, and let me justify why I love Vex so much. You can probably tell from this footage that, and for those of you who have played it, that it's a definite rip-off of Super Mario 64, without a doubt. Controls are nearly identical, and the gameplay is structured exactly the same. But that's why I like it so much. It actually rips off Super Mario 64 so much that it just plays like a dream. And one other thing I could really admire about it was it provided me with a challenge that Super Mario 64 did not. I don't really show it here, but this game is hard as hell, and if you want to put 3D platforming skills to the test, then definitely pick this game up. Number 8. Ty the Tasmanian Tiger. Okay, so this one really must confuse you. It confuses me also, because I have played this game so damn much over the years, and I just love it to bits, and I honestly have no clue why. I mean, I can admit this game is worse than Vex, but it's a platformer, it's a cutesy Australian platformer. You collect stuff, you explore stuff, it's just what a platformer is, and I just love it for that. The sequels are great too, but this first one is my favourite. And that's another weird thing, because I can actually admit that the first one is the worst of the three. Crazy like. Number 7. Psychonauts. Okay, so you know what this game is, but you know what it is because of the most ironic of reasons, and that's because you didn't play it. Psychonauts has been widely thought as the definitive game for something that's really, really good, but just did not sell as much as it was supposed to. And this pisses me off a bit more because it's a platformer, and a very, very good one at that. It's very creative, it's very funny, just a work of art in gaming, all in all, not just in platforming. If you have a chance to pick this game up, get it, and don't say you don't, because you can play it on your 360, you can download it on your 360 and PC and all that stuff. I'm serious. Really, go out and buy this game now. Number 6. Jet Set Radio. Also known as Jet Grind Radio, Jet Set Radio was one of the first games to ever use cel-shaded graphics. Now, some of you might argue that this isn't a platformer at all, this is a extreme sports game, but that's not what I got from it. I got like a game where you've got a big city to explore, finding lots of places to tag, spray your graffiti, and overall just a really colourful and awesome adventure. With Beat appearing in the new Sega Superstars tennis game, whatever the hell it's called, I'm actually really hoping for a sequel to this game, since both games in the Jet Set Radio series have been very, very underrated. So let's all pray for that, shall we? Number 5. Sonic Adventure. I've said it before and I'll say it again. The reason Sonic games today suck are because they're in 3D. But Sonic didn't start off being crap in 3D. The Sonic Adventure games are both classic. They're fun, they're deep, and really fast. And I will defend them for the rest of my life. And my favourite of the two is the original. Why Sonic games won't play as good as this one is, I'll never know. Sega, you better get off your arse and do something about this. Seriously. Number 4. Jak 2 Renegade. Now this game, in my opinion, is the best sequel ever made, because not only did they do a great job of hyping me personally up by adding guns, the ability to steal cars, and swearing of all things, but everything new that it brought was just done so well, and everything that I loved about the original game was here as well. I mean, Jak 3 was pretty good, but I just don't think it was as good as this one. This one just blew me away with its platforming. It was just really awesome. And I really want a sequel to this on the PlayStation 3. That would be awesome. Number 3. Rayman 2 The Great Escape. Oh my god, I love this game. I actually own 3 versions of this game. The version you're seeing right now is the Dreamcast, and my favourite version. If you want a work of art, look no further than Rayman 2. This game is the everything I love about platforming. It looks great, it's just really good to go through every level, defeating enemies and collecting yellow lumps and all that. Rayman 1 was a very good 2D platformer, I really liked that a lot. But this game, in comparison to pretty much every other Rayman game out there, is just amazing. I mean, as you can probably guess, I am really not a big fan of raving rabbits. No siree. If they ever make another platformer out of Rayman, I will certainly be happy. Number 2. Super Mario Galaxy. Yeah, that's right, I said Galaxy, not Super Mario 64. Because, you know, I mean, after Super Mario Sunshine for the Nintendo GameCube, standards for, like, you know, proper 3D Mario games were getting a little lacking, you know. We didn't really expect this game to be that good, but in actual fact, it was arguably the best game of all time. I mean, the Wii controls were spot on, it was incredibly innovative with its use of gravity, and it's just a really blast to play. Everything that is great about 3D Mario games is present in this game. If you're a Wii owner and you don't have this game, you suck. Plain and simple. And here's number 1. Ratchet Clank 3 Up Your Arsenal. This game is absolutely incredible. I mean, everything about it is just right. The graphics are great, the humor is great, the shooting is great, the jumping is great, and probably the biggest reason why this is my personal number 1 is the multiplayer is great. Because for me, this was the game that got me into network gaming. You know, I used to play it online just all the time, and just to have this online mode that I could play constantly, latched onto this already the single player mode that I had played about 50 times was just, I got way more than the £30 I paid for this game, no doubt. And on top of all this, it just has the best subtitle in the history of subtitles, Up Your Arsenal. Amazing.